cell. Or cytology Greek Kyoto cell, founder Robert Hooke, 1665. Observed cell on cork under microscope. Smallest cell mycoplasma. Gallisepticum 0.2 to 0.3 micron. Parasitic bacterium causing bird respiratory disease. Largest ostrich egg. A single cell can measure up to 15 cm in diameter. Longest neuron nerve cell extended over 1 meter in the human body. The smallest cell male sperm cell. Largest human cell female ovum egg. Cell theory 39. Matthias Skerian plant. Swan animal. Rudolf by Virchow added omnis cellula as a cell arise from pre-existing cell. Prokaryotic, eukaryote. All living cells classified into two categories, whether or not they have a membrane-bound nucleus. Prokaryotic, not defined membrane-bound nucleus. Genetic material DNA in nucleoid region. Generally smaller, 1 to 10 micro, mostly unicellular. Eukaryotic, well-defined nucleus includes nuclear membrane. DNA within the nucleus associated with histone, generally large, 10 or 100 micrometer. Unicellular, amoeba, multicellular, human. Ribosome 70s, 50s, 30s subunit. Ribosome 80s, 60 plus 40s subunit in cytoplasm. No membrane-bound organelle present. Cell wall peptidoglycan bacteria. Cell wall cellulose plant absent in animal. Mitochondria absent. Mitochondria present. DNA circular, no introns. DNA linear with introns. Example bacteria, cyanobacteria, archaea. Example fungi, plant, animal, protista. Prokaryotic are use their plasma membrane for function that mitochondria chloroplast perform in eukaryotic. Component of cell wall. Component of cell. Cell contain many specialized structure called organelle that perform a specific function. Golgi apparatus, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, nuclear envelope, nucleus, cytoplasm of endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, ribosome, lysosome, centriole, plasma membrane. Cell membrane, fluid mosaic, plasma membrane, fluid mosaic model proposed by Singer and Nicholson, 1972, made of phospholipid bilayer with embedded protein, selective permeable, allows selective movement of substance. Composition varies. Animal cell lack cell wall. Plant cell have cellulose. Cell wall. Bacteria have peptidoglycan cell wall. Diffusion plays an important role in gaseous exchange between cell as well as the cell and its external environment. Water also obeys the law of diffusion. The moment water molecules through such a selective permeable membrane is called osmosis. Cell wall, non-living rigid outer layer found in plant, fungi, bacteria. Plant cellulose, fungi, chitin, bacteria, peptidoglycan provide mechanical support and protection. Freely permeable, does not regulate transport. Nucleus, control center of the cell, contains genetic information. DNA component, nuclear membrane, double layered nucleoplasm, nucleus, chromatin, nucleus, site of ribosome synthesis, rich in RNA. Nuclear pores all allow exchange of material between nucleus and cytoplasm. Absent in prokaryotes, RBC, except camel, llama and platelets. Mitochondria, powerhouse of cell, site of cellular respiration and ATP synthesis. Electron transport system is located in inner membrane. Crystae contain its own DNA and ribosome 70A support endosymbiotic theory. Double membrane, outer membrane is smooth and inner membrane folded into crystae. Matrix contain enzyme, Krebs cycle, ATP production, glycolysis, cytoplasm plus Krebs cycle and ETS mitochondria, 36 to 38 ATP per glucose. Endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic has ribosome on surface, synthesis and transport protein. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum, no ribosome synthesis, lipid, steroid and detoxification. connected to nuclear membrane and Golgi apparatus. Golgi body discovered Camellia Golgi 1898 function, packaging, modification and secretion of protein and lipid, produce lysosome, cistern, flattened membrane sacs stacked upon each other, lysosome, suicidal bag, membrane bound vesicle containing hydrolytic digestive enzyme, synthesized by raw endoplasmic reticulum and packaged by Golgi apparatus, function intracellular digestion, destroy burn out granules, outplay autophagy. When a cell damages, lysosome release enzyme and digest the cell itself, hence called suicidal bag. Example, in a tadpole metamorphosis, lysosome digests the tail cell. Ribosome, protein factory, site of protein synthesis translation, made of RNA and protein to subunit. Prokaryotes 70s or 50s, 30s, eukaryote 80, 60 or 40. Found free in cytoplasm or endoplasm attached to rough endoplasmic reticulum. Chloroplast, site of photosynthesis, found only in plant cell and algae. Contain chlorophyll pigment in thylakoid membrane grana. Stroma fluid portion where dark reaction Calvin cycle occur. Has its own DNA 70 as a ribosome. Supports endosymbiotic theory. Vehicles, storage organelle large in plant cell, smaller in animal cell. Plant sap vehicle store water, mineral waste product in animal. Contractile vehicles in amoeba regulate water balance. Vehicles, storage organ centrosome and centrioles found only in animal cell, absent in most plant cell. Function, form spindle fiber during cell division, consist of two centrioles arranged perpendicular to each other. Plastid, two type. Plant space, chromoplast contain carotenoid pigment, yellow, orange, red, give color to flower, fruit. Leucoplast, colorless, store starch, amyloplast, oil or protein. Chloroplast contain chlorophyll, photosynthesis. Animal cell or plant cell, size generally smaller, larger. Cell wall absent, present cellulose. Plastid absent, present chloroplast. Centrosome present, absent most. Vacuoles, small temporary, large central vacuole. Lysosome common, rare, present in some. Chloroplast absent, present. Shape round, irregular, fixed, rectangular. Important term, apoptosis. Program cell that cellular and molecular control, essential for development, immune function. Cell division, mitosis, cell division producing two genetically identical daughter cell, somatic or body cell. Meiosis, cell division producing four genetically diverse daughter cell with half of the same chromosome number, sex cell. Centrifugation, technique to separate component of blood or cell by spinning at high speed. Osmosis, movement of water from region of high water concentration to low through a semi-permeable membrane. Evolution of life. Evolution is a change of heritable trait of biological population or successive generation. Explain origin, diversity, adaptation of life. Earth linear age of Earth 4.5 billion years. First life, prokaryotes 3.5. Oldest organism, blue-green algae, cyanobacteria. Theory of origin of life, O'Brien Haldane hypothesis 1924 से 29. Alexander O'Brien और JBS Haldane Britain independently proposed early Earth had reducing atmosphere, no free O2, H2 and H3 CH4 H2O vapor. Energy from lightning and UV radiation cause chemical reaction forming organic molecules. Primordial soup in the Lamarckism. Theory of inheritance of acquired character 1809. Darwinism, theory of natural selection. On the book Darwin published On the Origin of Species 1859. Overproduction. Organisms produce more offspring than can survive. Struggle for existence. Competition for food, space, and mate. Variation. Individual differ. Natural selection. Survival of the fittest. Organism with favorable variation survive. Mendel's theory of genetics. Father of genetics, 1866, George Mendel. Law of inheritance based on experiment on pea plant, Pisum stabium. Law of segregation. Each organism carries two factor allele of each trait. They separate during gamete formation. Law of independent assortment. Factor for different traits are inherited independently. Dominant and recessive allele determine the phenotype. Mutation theory. Hugh de Berry. Rise by sudden, large change called mutation. Mutations are heritable, random, non-directional. Type gene mutation, point mutation, chromosomal mutation. Sickle cell anemia, single nucleotide change in hemoglobin gene. Connecting link and transitional. Archaeopteryx, connecting link between reptiles and bird. Head, feather, bird and teeth, claws, reptiles. Late Juroic. Peripatus, connecting link between annelida and Anthophora Cambrian. Lungfish, connecting link and fish and amphibians. Fish between link between fish and amphibians. Devonian. Duck-billed platypus, connecting link with reptiles and mammals. Cretaceous. Geological time scale. Precambrian 4 billion 541. First prokaryotic then eukaryotic multicellular organism. Paleozoic 541 से 252. कैम्ब्रियन एक्सप्लोजन. फिश, एम्फीबियंस, reptiles. Mesozoic 352 से 66. Age of reptiles. Dinosaur, Archaeopteryx and first mammal and flowering plant. Cenozoic Pliocene. Mammal diversify. Primates appear. Cenozoic Eocene. First horse whales. Cenozoic Oligocene. Many apes appear. Cenozoic Miocene 2.5 से 23 से 5.3. Grassland expand. Hominids diverge from apes. Cenozoic Pliocene. Homo habilis 5.3 से 2.6. Cenozoic Pleistocene 2.6 से 11,700 ईयर. Homo erectus, Neanderthal, early Homo sapiens. Cenozoic Pleistocene. Cenozoic Holocene 11,700 ईयर से present modern human dominant agriculture. Australopithecus, earliest humanoid bipedal small brain Africa. Homo habilis, handyman, first tool user. Homo erectus, upright posture, fire user, brain. Homo neanderthal, buried dead and made tool. Cro-Magnon, sub-species of modern Homo sapiens. Cave painting. Homo sapiens, modern human, large brain, language, culture. Mycoplasma, smallest organism capable of autonomous growth and production. No cell wall. Hybridoma technique to produce monoclonal antibody developed by George Kohler and Mesler Milstein. Basis of immunotherapy and diagnostic. Cyclic AMP, adenosine monophosphate. Second messenger in many hormone signaling system. Inflorescence arrangement and distribution of flower over the plant axis. Guard cell, specialized kidney shaped cell in epidermis that regulates to metal opening and closing. Taxonomy, classification of living organism. Taxonomy, science of naming, describing and classification organism. Father of modern taxonomy, Carl Linnaeus, introduced binomial nomenclature. Binomial nomenclature, each organism has two parts, scientific name, genus or plus species. Homo sapiens, humans. Mangifera indica, mango. Pantherella leo, lion. Founder of biology, Theophrastus. Taxonomy hierarchy, kingdom, phylum, Class, order, family, genus, species. Mnemonic king Philip came over for food soup. KPC of GS. Human classification: kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, class Mammalia, order Primates, family Hominid, genus Homo, species Sapiens. Whitaker five kingdom classification. Five kingdom based on cell type, body, organism, organization, nutrition and production. Organism: prokaryotic, eukaryotic, Monera, Protista, multicellular, unicellular, with cell wall, without cell wall, Animalia. Heterotrophic fungi, phototrophic plantae, kingdom Monera. Kingdom Monera, prokaryotic, mostly unicellular, rigid cell wall, peptidoglycan. In bacteria, aerobic and or anaerobic, autotrophic or heterotrophic, three major group. Bacteria: rod, bacillus, spherical cacus, coma-shaped vibrio, spiral spirillum. Cyanobacteria: blue-green algae. Photosynthesis: synthetic fixed nitrogen. Example: Nostoc and Mycoplasma small no cell wall, cause pneumonia in cattle. Only bacteria have phototrophic mode of nutrition among various fungi, protozoa and bacteria. Nitrogen fixes in bacteria: Azotobacteria, Isobium, Legum, root, Clostridium, Avena, Nostoc. Kingdom Protista, eukaryotic, unicellular, most unicellular, eukaryotic, aquatic, cell wall present in most group. Protozoa: chrysophyte, diatoms, slim molds, eugenoids, protozoa, amoeba, pseudopodia, paramecium, cilia, euglena, flagella, plasmodium malaria. Plasmodium vivax cause malaria in human, spread by female Anopheles mosquito. Phytophthora cause late blight disease of potato, iris potato, famine. Kingdom Fungi, eukaryotic, lack of chlorophyll, heterotrophic, cell wall, chitin. Study of fungi, mycology. Mode of nutrition: saprophytic, decomposer, parasitic, symbiotic association. Mycorrhiza, fungi, plant, lichen, fungi, algae, pioneer species. Penicillium notaeum, source of penicillium antibiotic discovered by Alexander Fleming 1928. Example: streptomycin, discovered by Salman Waxman from streptomyces. Kingdom Plantae, eukaryotic, unicellular, eukaryotic, multicellular, photosynthetic, contain chlorophyll, cell wall of cellulose. Autotrophic, study of algae, algology. Phycology, subdivision, algae, bryophyta, pteridophyta, gymnosperm, angiosperm. Kingdom Animalia, eukaryotic, multicellular, heterotrophic, no cell wall, ingest food, cell, lack of cell wall. Xerophyte or halophyte, plant adapted to dry arid condition with little water. Halophyte, plant that grow in saline and salt rich soil. Mangrove spartina or xerophyte, cactus, acacia, camel's thorn. Hydrophyta, plant growing on water or in water or waterlogged. Lotus, water hyacinth. Pteridophyta, deep-rooted plant that access underground water. Tamarkis mosquito, epiphyte, plant growing on surface of another plant for support only. Orchids, mosses, fern, pitcher plant, carnivorous, insectivorous plant, autotrophic, but trap insect for N. Nepenthes dinuia, modified stem, rhizome, underground stem, growing horizontally. Ginger, turmeric, fern, lotus, tubers, swollen underground stem with node eyes. Ginger, potato, bulb, underground stem with fleshy scale. Onion, garlic, turnip, corn, swollen vertical underground stem. Turmeric, also called colocasia, crocus, saffron, runner, slender stem growing horizontally on surface. Strawberry, dupes, grass. Saffron spice obtained from stigma, part of pistil of Orchis stabilis, flowered. Cloves, dried flower bud of Syzygium aromaticum, odor of garlic due to allicin, sulfur containing compound, pungency of chili due to capsicum, tear will peeling onion due to allyl propyl disulfide converts sulfuric acid in ice, man-made cereal, triticale hybrid of wheat plus rye, fuel, fall smell of dead fish due to trimethylamine, nitroamino compound, Thallophyta algae, no differentiate body, aquatic photosynthetic, Bryophyta first land plant, amphibians of plant kingdom, no vascular tissue, no root, Spirogara ulva, Cara, red algae, moss, liverwort, hornwort, sphagnum, absorb 18x water. Tetraidophyta, first root terrestrial plant, vascular spore bearing, no seed, fern, Maricilla, horsetail, club mosses, gymnosperm, naked seed not enclosed in fruit, pollen by wind, pine, cedar, cypress, redwood, jamia, tallest redwood or jamia smallest, angiosperm, parallel venation, fibrous root, scotylon, floral part in 3s, wheat, rice, maize, onion, garlic, coconut, bulb, angiosperm, dicot, reticulate, venation, taproot, 2 cotyledons, parallel part in 4-5s, rose, mango, mustard, potato. Bacteria discovered Anthony Van Leeuwenhoek 1670, first to observe bacteria under microscope. Type of shape Bacillus rod, Coccus spiral, Vibrio, spiral. Penicillin discovered by Alexander Fleming 1928 from Penicillium notum. Streptum discovered by Suleiman Waxman from Streptomyces graecis. Psychrophilic organism that thrive at low temperature 0 to 15. Example, Antarctic bacteria. Mesophilic organism that thrive moderate temperature. Most pathogen. Thermophilic organism that thrive high temperature. Thermoaceous. Euthermal organism tolerate a wide range of temperature. Strenothermal that only survive in narrow temperature range. Conchology, study of cell mollusca.